Okay, go to page 18, right? Page 18, I want you to look at the needles. Okay, your compass, your needles. So I'm gonna scribble this chart. Okay, just write down as much as you can. I'm gonna look at this. So you have to do this with me lah, this exercise with me. Put in all the notes. Number 1 is all about past and goal. Okay, this person focus a lot on past and goal. This person focus a lot on, being very outgoing, like to talk. This person here, the quadrant down here, is all about people and relationship. If you cannot see, just let me know. I put it in the group chat so I can write bigger for you guys. Okay, relationship. Okay, here it's all about being reserved. Ask listen. Okay, then with me, just write down the notes. And people over here, which is predominantly very dominant type of person, focus a lot on problems. Problem solving over here. Down here, it's all about liking to connect with people. Right? Down here would be pace, speed. I tell you, these people here, if these guys, the D guys, I think some of you are D, right? Who's D? Just now I saw some. Lei Ling? No. Kenneth. No, Kenneth is I. Sulan is D. Yeah, Sulan. If Sulan meets somebody from S, right, he wants to punch that person because it's too slow. See, it's all about pace, ma. These guys are always very slow. The slow coach lah in the group lah. I believe you have some friends who's always late one. Don't know for what reason, always late one. You tell them not to be late, they still be late. At least 5 to 10 minutes lah. Okay, say, hey, appointment 10 o'clock. Say, okay, 9:30 I'll leave my house. Before 10 I'll reach. Somehow 10:30 only reach one. Very weird. Okay, pace, and last one is procedures. Okay. Now, if you look into this, you will see the D is here. Okay, D. The I is here. The S is here. The C is here. I, too small. Okay, D, I, S, C. 4 different quadrants. Okay, in the entire world, human behavior is all about this one. We have 2 characteristics. Okay, as a person, when you do the test, right, normally you will have the primary and secondary. So primary means one of these which is more predominantly your own self, which is your natural self. You are always like that one. Okay, the secondary will be the second characteristic. Second one, either if let's say for me, I'm a D person. At the same time, I have very high I as well. So I can be flexible with dealing with tasks and also with people. Okay, some people, like Nicholas himself, he was D and C. Okay, why? Because his characteristics are very high C. It means he likes procedures, he's good with it. I'm very lousy. If you ask me to do paperwork right now, I will vomit blood in front of you. Okay, I don't like to sit down. I can sit down lah if it needs to, but then not my best option. Okay, I know some of you are like that also, not your best option. You have to do it, right? Due to work environment. That's why in the graph, in later today, there's a graph we're going to show you. It's natural self, adapted style. Natural self, adapted style. So it means this is, since you're born, you're like this. But because of work environment, you turn into this person. I think someone just now said something about, I think Mike Chin. Yeah, Mike Chin. Mike Chin said that a few years back I did a test, and then recently I did a test again. It's like, oh, so different. It's okay, normal, biasa. Okay, because it changes from time to time on your adapted style, depending on what work you are in. Okay, so let's talk about D. We go now we go into a lot of content already. We're gonna stuff you with a lot of power words, a lot of content, okay? And I want you to understand for DISC, right? We are talking about languages, okay? Today, focus language. So we're gonna talk about the scale of languages, okay? Say you have D, I, S, C. Alright, it's not in your notes, but you can take it down. Okay, they have scale. What does that mean by scale? Scale meaning to say you have high factor words and low factor words. What does that mean? You say high, okay, and low factor words. Low. Okay. Okay, now I want you all to look at the high factor and low factor. What does that mean? High factor words is how effective he take on challenges. You see, let's say D high. Okay, D, very high words, right? So he will take it very positively. It's like, I'm very aggressive, I will complete the task, it's a must complete, must do, love it, give me, come on, let's challenge. So high factor words are positive words. We call it positive words. Low factor words meaning to say they will accept challenge in a very conservative manner. Okay, very safe, play safe. This guy is like, okay, I don't give a shit, I don't give a damn, I'll just all out, I'll do my best, I'll complete the task. Low factor is like, I will do the task, but I want to, see first, I will complete it, but I want to make sure it's... So, I as well, high I, they tend to seek out to people, like to interact, want to talk to people. Oh, very happy one, okay, very high I. Low factor words means, if some of the words I say, I use it on them, they'll be very skeptical, very logical. These guys here are not logical one, I tell you. Who's I in the house? Let me see a raise of hands or shake your hands. William. You can go to William. You can talk to him. You feel very happy all the time. Just don't know why, right? Okay, he's a crowd puller. He loves to make people happy. Okay, just by looking at how he talked just now, you already feel a bit very happy. Okay, but the thing is, when he's on the low factor words, some of the words you use on him, he'll be very not approachable one. Like, hey, don't come to me. Okay, high and low factor words, which is why we're gonna come into SC, right? The high and low factor words. We're gonna go into this one. Next page. Look at your page number 19. Okay, we have 4 quadrants, right? 4 quadrants. Okay, just put it in the box. Okay, this is D. So if you have 4 quadrants, here you put results. Okay, this is high factor. High, low, results, taken advantage, put it down, taken advantage. Okay, here will be anger. Here will be problems and challenges. Okay? High and low. Right? So, when we talk about results, you see a very positive. These are high factor words. Very positive. Okay, you have to use language, right? But I say, we are an observable language. It's a neutral language. It's a silent language. So when you use the language, okay, like, wow, this guy is, write it down, ambitious. It's very ambitious, very driving, very strong will, decisive in actions, decisive in decision making, venturesome, very adventuresome. Whatever new project that comes in, you give to this D guy. You give to Paul Sulan. Hey, Sulan, I give you this task. Go do it for me. You know what Sulan will say? Come. Okay? She will not say difficult or not. Can or not. Right, Sulan? If I give you a task, if you are dominant, you say, okay, come on, give me. Like. Do first, talk later. Cannot, doesn't matter. Okay, very positive, very adventuresome, very decisive also. Immediately you give her, you say, "Lie, I take it." But when you go to this side of the graph, this side, he'll be a bit towards the C one. You'll be very close to C one here. Okay, you become very cooperative. So you write down here, here the notes in the box, here the side as well. You put it's very cooperative, very low key, very modest. Okay, and not obtrusive. Right? Again, cooperative, very down, very low key, very modest, very mild. Means this guy easy to approach. When he is mild on this quadrant, okay, here is a bit softer, here is a bit stronger, very strong one. But very good lah. Good stuff all here. Okay, but very strong here, very weak here. Very strong as in, come, take challenge, lie here. Slow sikit, low key sikit, very cooperative. If you go and meet me, you see me, I'm not easy to cooperate one. This guy very ganas one. This Jason very ganas. Okay? But because I have some D so okay lah. So very scared being taken advantage of. The D type of person, when he is very negative, negative words, he becomes aggressive, protective, egotistical. Okay, in a way it's bossy lah. Alright. Sometimes Porsulan can become bossy one. No, I don't accept your idea. No, cannot like that. Cannot means cannot. Don't talk to me. Let me think about it. Correct? I'll think first. I'll let you know later. Actually, he doesn't want your idea. He doesn't accept your idea. It's being very bossy. So when low factor words, when you say things that she doesn't want to hear, right, she becomes very aggressive, very bossy, very egotistical. Okay? This is very negative. Very bad, but very strong. Here, not so strong, softer. Still negative. Very hesitant. Okay? Very hesitant to accept ideas, very reluctant, very guarded, always protect himself. Some people are like that. If you have some bosses or some manager that works for you, right? You are D, and he's a D person. Don't go and hantam the fella and say, "You bolo, you why you do this? Why you do this?" You know already he's that very aggressive type. You know he's very egotistical. When his emotions gets very down, he's not very egotistical, very lancy, very action. Please don't go and hantam the fella. Don't go and scold him because you go into a worsen mode. You know he'll leave. You put a lot of poisons to the team. Okay, maybe your spouse also. When she's very down, you know the son just throw the toys everywhere, very down. Then you go and hantam her and say, "Why you never help her clean why you never help your kids clean up the toys?" Oh, you kena, man. So when you know that, don't do that. Okay, because you understand now. Low factor words. Don't say words like that. Okay, here is hesitant, indecisive, guarded, protect yourself. Okay, so in your notes, please write it down. And over here on page 20, okay, page 20, you got look into that. I'm going to share with you later. So now, what type of leaders in the world are predominantly very dominant type of character? Have you know our, I think it's still current US Prime Minister, Donald Trump, right? Still current, Still current, yes. I think next year only Biden will take over, yes. So, Trump is a very dominant leader. Okay? You're fired. You're fired. Hey, I didn't do anything. You're fired. So it's like no nonsense one. Even throughout all his political campaigns and all, he's very dominant type. You can see from his character. It's very easy for you to see one. Alright, like as compared to Barack Obama, right? Barack Obama is a very people's person. Oh, hi, yeah, let's do it. That kind of character. But Donald Trump is, you're fired. Just simply hantam you. Okay? So Donald Trump predominantly is more of a dominant character. And talk about the next best leader in the world. I always say this guy is one of the visionary in our century of our time. Steve Jobs. Okay, if you have watched, there's I think 2 to 3 versions of his biography movies about him. He is also very dominant. Either you like me or you hate me. There's nothing in between one, right? So Steve Jobs will always create a lot of competition, and he always takes no for an answer. He always wants to get things done. I think one of the best example I can quote you is You guys remember iPod Nano? A very small little, I think it's about this size, iPod, very small one. So what he did was, he actually wanted the team, because those days there's iPod, but no, they don't have iPod Nano. So what he did was, he instructed 3 teams, I think 3 to 4 teams. He said, you guys, 4 of you guys, say 4 teams, get into your own rooms and start producing me this thing. He never say what, he just said, I want an item to be as small as close to a thumb drive size. I want it to be thin. I want it to have screen, and I want to have no buttons in that particular item. And I give you 3 months. Go into your team, go into your rooms and teams, seal off, compete. He wants that competition. He wants them to produce results, and he will never take no one. He don't care how you do it. He wants you to do it. So he asked his team to go into rooms. Okay, be secretive about it. Don't share everything. That's the thing about him. He don't share things. Even before he launched everything, people are so, always looking forward to his new product, right? Do you look forward to iPhone 13? No, right? Hey. Yes, probably the iPhone 13 could be round-ish again, They have one more button, then that kind of stuff. So, but back in the days, wow, we always look forward iPhone 8. Oh, sorry, not iPhone 8. I think generation was iPhone 4, 5, 6, 7, around that time. MacBook, iPad, everyone is looking forward to something new. Yeah, he can do that because his visionary is there. But he will never say no, and he will never think impossible to work.